And it's a very good morning from the Takikawa Heliport in Tokyo on Tokyo Bay. Let's have a look at the scene. The sun has risen. There is the Tokyo Gate Bridge in the distance on the horizon with all of these excellent helicopters in the foreground. Get to say good morning to, or good evening if you're in Europe, or good afternoon if you're in the United States, or North America, I should say. Murray, Mako, so good to see you. Night Fury, JB, Zibidoo, N1 Clock, Night Clock. Good to see you. I don't know if I recognise your name, but it's great to have you along. Getting down here a little bit further, Charlie, hello, another regular. Blue, good to have you again. A few dramas of Blue today, selecting an appropriate helicopter. I hope you'll make do with your EC-135 there. It has improved since Go Live. I know it's been a bit of a rough ride in the EC-135. Fig Jam on the H145, very good. Kim DK and the MH60, good choice. DJ, what have you brought today? Oh, the Bell 222, no surprise there. I know you're fond of that one. Geopilot World, excellent, always good to have you along. Looking forward to your geological fun facts. Kim DK, yes, we said hello to you. Motion Duck in the default H125, definitely applaud anyone who wants to fly with a default helicopter, which Blue is one today as well. So who did I miss over there? Aquastring, hello to you. Dougal, excellent stuff. So we've got a 500D over there, I think, or is it an E? Yes, I think E with 5 blades. James, hello to you. The flight plan is in the live stream description, and it's also in the Discord event description as well. So we're starting at RJTI, Romeo Juliet Tango India, in Tokyo, RJTI. And Jim, hello to you as well. Bunkfoss in your MH60, very good. Whisper Dark in a helicopter currently invisible to me. Let's hope that works itself out. Looks like you're just sitting in thin air there. And Bart as well. H160, is that so? Oh yes, all right, H160. Oh, I don't know why that hasn't loaded. I had an H160 loaded over here before. Oh well, who knows. I have brought this Aero Asahi liveried S76. I'm going to have to turn that speed down, aren't I? So let's go. Yeah, let's go slow on that. There we go. Nice and simple paint job, quite effective. Aero Asahi. I would imagine there are probably photos of this very aircraft at this very location on the websites which have all the photos on them, jet photos and things like that, airliners.net and so forth. Well, that is good, and it looks like a nice morning for our flight initially over to Mt Fuji. Here is the flight plan. What do we have here in terms of wind? We've got 4 knots from the north, nothing to trouble these large helicopters. I think we'll skip the Skytree today and we'll come south. We'll take off to the south, so with a slight tailwind, but I think we can deal with that. We'll have a look at the Tokyo Gate Bridge. We'll have a look at the Rainbow Bridge. Have a look at Tokyo Tower. And then we'll proceed west out of the city. Not the most exciting exit out of the city. We can admire all the Sakura blossoms and flower, which we can actually see out the front of the aircraft right now, which is nice. So all the cherry blossoms are flowering in Japan at the moment. It looks lovely. Oh, look at that. I've just spotted. I need to, there we go. Yes, there it is. Fix the altimeter, which I've just done. So it takes a little while to start up this S76, so I had better get started. Oh, yes, and from the west of Tokyo, we go over the, which range is that now again? The Tanzawa Mountains to get us over to Lake Yamanaka here. So we'll be having Mt Fuji right in front of us as we approach, which will be nice with the sun behind us as well. It should look very pretty. And after Lake Yamanaka, we're taking a left turn to get down to the airport of Gotemba. And from there, I'll just skip over this really, but we'll just be crossing north, mountainous terrain, valleys, rivers, until we end up over here. So I'll brief that again once we get going. We'll land at Gotemba, make sure that everyone's all fueled up, and we'll get ourselves moving to get further north after that. Well, we'll have our Mt Fuji summit landing after our first landing at the airport landing, you see. So that's what we'll do there. So start this aircraft up. So we just check the standby compass, which is that one, and that seems to be coming to life now. And I hold this battery test down, and that is good. All right, and that's fine. We release that. We leave that on. So the load, as usual, I like to take a full load, so I will just achieve that now. So that's 5.3 tons, a heavier helicopter than I normally take. JB Vox, better weather than last week. You bet it is. Last week was really quite alarming in Cairns, wasn't it? That cyclone is still going. Well, it's been downgraded to a tropical low now. It went right across the north of Australia, then turned left and went down south, down the west coast of Australia. So it's battering towns a week after it flew through Cairns, where we were experiencing the aftermath of it. Extraordinary. Absolutely insane tropical cyclone. Yeah, really mind-blowing. So that was pretty scary for people in Western Australia for the last few days. So hopefully people are okay over there. All right, so I'm just slightly overweight there. I think it'll be fine. So I'm just going to load that. We'll look in the back. Do we have some... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I might need to change those graphic settings again. I don't like having issues with that. So we do have people on the back. And I wonder if that's a Josh Cowan lookalike over here. All right, so there we go. Let's start getting things moving in here. Better weather than last week. Gosh, couldn't get much worse, could you? That departure from Cairns. Oh, that was extraordinary. The rainbows were lovely last week, that's right. We got a couple of nice tropical rainbows to admire. So we've done that. We've confirmed. I've got my switches over here. So that's good. That's the landing gears there, and the parking brake is on. Good, so I won't roll forwards. The S76 can move around on the ground if you're not careful. Right, so this row all comes on. Battery, DC, DC, AC, and master start. But we don't put the external power on. I'll just check that a bit later. You would if you were in the hangar, I think, and you were getting yourself set up for the day, but we're not going to bother with that now. So that's all done. Forward console, inverter switches, these are all supposed to be off, including the radio. The forward console left top row, all the anti-ices comes off. I suspect we will need pitot heat today. I think we'll be climbing into a sufficiently high altitude for it to be cold enough. It's 12 degrees in Tokyo right now, so pretty mild start in Tokyo, but it'll get colder as we climb up. We're going to be getting up to about 12,000 feet. Mount Fuji is really, really quite tall. It is quite a tall volcano, a spectacular one. So, what am I doing over here? I am now looking at the anti-ice. I've done that. Forward console left second row, all off except for the passenger advisory lights. That's fasten seatbelts and no smoking. That's now on. Forward console lights. So the high intensity strobes are off, yes, but when they come on, we'll be putting them on both top and bottom. We can bring the anti-coils on at this point, and the main rotor and searchlights. These can all stay off for now. That's good. The landing lights, let's check. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's going to work. And that has lit up down here. That's interesting. Interesting. All right, so that might fail, actually, that FMS, I've got a feeling, if I don't start the engines up soon, but that's all right. Barrier filter. So we test that here. That just tests that we're not going to ingest anything we don't want to into the engines. And that's all fine. We've got those cautions up here. Barrier filter caution, perfect. We reset that, hold that down for 5 seconds. And the barrier filter caution will go out. There it goes. Perfect. So the barrier filter is tested. We've done the UNS interface. Okay. The flight plan, I can't quite do that yet, so I'll have to remember to do that soon. We've done the alert for the passengers. Now I get to play the tape. Do love playing the tape. Here it comes.
Good afternoon and welcome aboard the Coensim S76. We're proud to have you flying with us today.
You bet we are.
Before we depart, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across.
Not seeing I'm seeing yours there, Josh.
Remain seated at all times during flight and keep clear of the doors. This aircraft is equipped with emergency exits on both sides, and your pilot will guide you in the event of an emergency.
Let's hope.
We're committed to your comfort and safety, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Fun. I like that feature. That has not got old for me yet. Engine out test. Let's just get this on over here. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want. And parking brake is set. Circuit breakers are all in. Rotor brake. Just check that I've got that up. Yes, there it is. That's off. Rotor brake is off. So we just go upstairs now. We just get the bleed air off. That says off, you know, but that seems to come on by itself, or at least I get a warning for it. That's what I've noticed. Fuel levers come to cross feed, and that's all the way forwards, isn't it? Yes, all the way forwards on the fuel levers. And then the engine control levers, looks like they are not in the correct position right now, so I'll just bring those down there. That's on idle. Yeah, perfect. Great. So the engine levers are looking fine there. Do they go off? Yes, they do. They go off over there, so don't need that right now. Good. Okay, so I think we're all ready to start upstairs here. Bleed air, fuel levers, rotor area is clear. Let's just have a quick look. Right, no one's going to walk past and walk into an S76 blade. You wouldn't want that. So let's get that engine 1 started up by right-clicking on this. Did that go in? Yes, it did. So let's zoom in over here. Excellent. Coming to life. S76 power! It's a great machine, this thing. I do like flying it. We'll see how we go today. Oh boy. It's a little bit tricky just to get it taken off as smoothly as what you might like. Okay, so that's a successful start. Everything's, the temperature, N1 and torque are all going there. So we just gently ease forward the engine control lever until we get to 70% N1. Blades are turning. There's our GPS coming alive. I'll need that in a moment. %70 N1. Oh, 71 now. So our N2's rising. Engine 1 oil and pressure, temperature and pressure are good, coming up. Hydraulics are in the green. I'm liking the look of that. Main gearbox pressure is rising, it is. Hydraulics we looked at. Flight controls, we just moved those there. We can see that's moving, good. Yeah, we got that. Let's get our outside temperature on down here. That's 12 degrees. And now I can start the second engine. So it's actually maybe not as slow as I feared. That was a right click up there. I think that did it. There it goes. I can hear it. Lovely. Okay, James, I'm going to post you the settings. You need to have all of these things right, and then it will work, unless you're on PS5, which is sadly segregated from us. We don't like that, but that's the way it is. Oh, I've even remembered to put that on a note on the script. That's good. Okay, so let's bring that engine 2 up slowly now. We're all good over here. Yes, engine 2, up you come. Get that up to 70% N1 as well. Slowly advancing the engine control lever. That's a bit too fast. Mullen Blue, yes, the Hello Kitty trees are nice. It's Sakura season, the cherry blossoms are out. I just maybe speculate that they are possibly a little bit overdone. Maybe there's a few too many cherry trees, although who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Takikawa Heliport is ringed by, let's actually show them so people can see what I'm talking about here. There they are, Hello Kitty. I think they are pretty, so let's just get over it. Why is that going any faster than that? I have to reset this in a moment. Oh, there's Whisper Dark sitting in thin air. Oh, too bad. So there's our lovely Sakura cherry blossoms. What an excellent time of year to be flying in Japan. Look, the scenery's good, isn't it? Look at that seawall down there. A lot of Tokyo Bay on reclaimed land. There's our pretty Hello Kitty Sakura cherry blossoms. Beautiful. Thank you. That's excellent. How do I reset that? There we go. Oh, that was a good sound. All right, let's... Hannah. Oh, you're on PS5, Hannah. Okay. I hope that one day they fix this network segregation business. Has anyone talked about that yet? I don't know. Don't know quite what the status there is. So, all right, where are we here? So, EFIS 1 and 2, let's just come forward here. Get the screens on. Do I bring the inverters on if I just skipped a line here? Engine out, parking brake, that's all done, that's all done, that's all done. EFIS, master switch 1 and 2. Oh, that's over here, that's why. SG, what does that mean? What does SG mean? I haven't seen that before. Inverters, do I need the inverters? I mean, I said full direct extinguished. What does SG mean? I have not seen that before. Just advancing the fuel engine control levers all the way forwards. If that SG doesn't go away, I might need to restart my flight because I actually literally have not seen that before. Oh, because the inverters went on, that's why. Thank you, wannabe aviator. We just both figured it out at the same time. Why did I miss a step in the checklist? Yes, I did. I was supposed to do that during the engine start. That's why I got thrown there. Okay, good. That's that's a relief. All right, fuel control levers has come to the second step forward there, which is just direct or on, as it says there. Yes. Fuel looks good over there. That's good. Inverters run AC power for avionics. Yes, good. I need to bring that weather radar onto standby. That's great. AC gen warning. We just cycle this. AC gen. There you go. That comes on all the time. You know the aircraft's working when it's complaining about the AC generator not being on. Alright, so that's good. Have I missed anything now? So emergency lights, we just arm those. So let's get down here so I can see what I'm doing. Emergency light, cabin lights, emergency lights, we arm those. Standby. Course selectors, I'll just get that onto LNAV and I will just check. Do I have a flight plan in here? I will just send that one more time. Send to ADC and avionics. Not promising. Flight plan. Oh, why? I've only... Sometimes it can get thrown when you use custom waypoints in here, but I am sure I have... Oh, is it in the departure that it's done it? What if I delete that? Remove that custom point there. Send that again to ATC Avionics. Does that help here? Apparently not. Flight plan. This doesn't have it either. That is really quite annoying. Why do I have so many problems with... I mean, I can do without it. I can just fly visually, which is kind of what I was going to do anyway. But that is really... that's strange. Well, wannabe aviator, if you've got some idea why my excellently prepared flight plan with no custom waypoints won't get into the S-76, I will value to hear it. That's really quite frustrating. Stop that moving around. Okay. So where was I? Transponder not required today. Well, I mean, I can just turn it on. Yeah, there it goes. That's fine. And transponder engine within limits. I'll just have it one last check here. We're all green, 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 green. Yes, pressure, and that's good. All right, so that's all looking fine. There's no warnings or cautions up. The engine control lights are extinguished. That's correct. And we're almost ready to go. Flying direct, we've done. Those are checked. The altimeter has been done. Yes, I've done that. Doors and hatches are fine. Exterior lights as required. Let's get that landing light on. And we'll get ready for this. Hello, Akez Gaming. Exterior lights, parking brake released. And I'm reading ahead on the checklist now. Annunciator, flight instruments. Okay, I'll just start getting the... I'm going to set my initial climb altitude to 1,000. I don't have my navigraph here. We're going to try and stay out of controlled airspace as much as possible, but most of Tokyo is Class Echo airspace. So, you know, if you're following the VFR procedures, you're okay. We are going to be straying a little bit into Haneda territory for this one, but we're just going to sweep that one under the carpet. So we'll just pretend that's not happening. So slightly concerned about that performance there. So yeah, we'll take off to the south. So I'll just taxi over. Let's get some head tracking on. I'm going to taxi. Is anyone over there? Taxi over there. So parking brake comes off. And there we go. We're rolling forwards. A bit more collective. Got a lot of pedaling. There it is. Now it's finally moving. So I'm going to taxi around. If you've got wheels, you're kind of obligated to use them, I think. I might just need to change my graphic settings because there's a few problems there. Well, Gary, sorry you can't join us today, but good to know you're having a good time in Tasmania. Look out for all the H125s. Where's Mike? There we go. Might just preemptively change these graphic settings. Never quite know what aspect is best for me to change first. It's when I do group flights, and you know, obviously we've got a lot of people on board. Let's just get that change camera out here. That's not great. I have to go around N1 clock there. Just to get out to the little final approach and takeoff area. I mean, we could just take off right here. It's always quite nice to do a little formation. Oh, you've got the S-76 as well. Beautiful. Yes, this graphics performance. When control shift B. Yes. You beauty. Thank you for my. Oh, but it's just gone. Oh, now it's frozen. That was scary. Maybe I shouldn't have done that when I was taxiing. Thank you, Philip. Yes, I have had reason to use that in the past as well on other streams. Mako, if you could move forward, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm going to need to change these settings. This is just way too annoying. So I will just... Mako, just move forward and move to the right. That'd be good. And I will just have to stop here for a moment, and I'll just sort out these settings because it's very frustrating. In fact, oh dear, that's not good. That is not good. So let's just turn them down. It's just frustrating. Yeah, that's all fine. It's just frustrating where you think you've got it all sort of sorted out. I'll just randomly turn these down a bit. I don't know if it's going to be these or something else that'll do it, but me just getting annoyed with it sometimes helps. That's improved. All right. Let's come forward again. So we'll take off to the south. Oh, everyone's facing north. Let's take off to the north and we'll do a 180 to the right, seeing as everyone's already facing this direction. Hope you're enjoying your pride of place position over there, whoever that is. Fredericks. Oh, what a tight squeeze to get out here. I'll just try and get to the head of the pack. Everyone's facing this direction, so we'll do a 180 to the right. Oh, some of these people have gone now facing to the south. Sorry about the confusion, people. Okay, so I've got a couple of autopilot things. Now I'll move forwards to the end of the little Fato area here. Oh, Andrew, the water waves, you reckon? Okay. Bug Foss. That was a rapid turn. Did you slew that? Alright, so I will sit here. And I'll just get a couple more things set up. And then I'm all good to go. So, what do I need? I need to get these autopilots on. Are we moving? No. So, all of these come on. On. We'll take that from 2. I don't need to switch those on yet. I'm in SAS. I'm in SAS mode. I find it's a bit smoother to pick up if I use SAS before going into attitude mode. So I will engage vertical speed, and that will get, once I've got a healthy rate of climb, and that'll get us up to what would be easier here? This one? Ah, yes, got my pre-selector on a knob over here. That's good. Although for some reason my heading bug doesn't move anymore, so something else to work out. All right, so how are we looking here, people? Turn off the head tracking momentarily. A look outside. Oh yeah. There's our helicopter crew. You are so good. It's so great to see you. It looks like, because it's quite a small confined area here, it looks like I might need to just take off a bit slowly and just let people kind of catch up and formate on me, as well. I was about to say that, come into formation. So I am taking off. Very little pedal required in the S76, but we do need aft cyclic. So I'm rolling backwards, sorry. Let's get that parking brake on. There we go. There's up on our hind legs, as it were. Oh, it's still a bit sprung off the ground a bit there in the end. Maybe I had a little bit too much aft cyclic. I'll just come forward slowly over here and let people come into formation. We'll do a right 180 to enjoy the skyline. So very slow hopper for me over here. Ritzkio, hello, you're in the way. You're right where we want to go, thank you. All right. Coming forward, are we all in formation? Oh yeah. That looks good. So we'll do a right 180 here. Fantastic, all right, so there's our rate of climb, VS, I said, oh, because I'm not in at mode, that's why, oh dear, at VS, altitude pre, now we turn. Okay, I think I did it. 76 knots, I'll just go a little bit lower on the collective, and we'll just get this turn happening over here. There we go, that isn't even terrible flying, I don't think. Look out for these power lines. Mind the Ferris wheel, photogrammetry. And we'll make for the Tokyo Gate Bridge. Oh, a bit of haze coming off the water right now, hey? Fog or... yeah, that's interesting. Oh, the lights are off on the bridge already, so we're past dawn, I guess. Okay, it looks like everyone's off the ground. That's good. I'll just let my hand off the controller and let it sort itself out. Yeah, not great. Just trim that out over there. Yeah, a bit messy. Alright, let me just get this heading in, which is not currently working. So I'll just go... that's heading there, and I can get the wheels up now. Up. 92 knots. Landing light comes off. Head tracking comes off. And let's just have a look around. Oh, how good does that look? Come on, that is great. Whoa, look out, Zibidoo. That is excellent. Flyby, yes. Oh, that is pleasing. That is pleasing. Make sure we have a look at that Tokyo Gate Bridge. Over there. Looks like two dinosaurs facing each other off. Big enough for ships to get under, but low enough to not interfere with flights going into Haneda. That's the concept there. Alright, how's our speed going here? 116. I'll just lower the collective very slightly. Just turn these name tags off momentarily. Wow, quite hazy. Quite hazy, isn't it? I wish I knew why my heading bug wasn't working. It used to work. I must have maybe a conflict or something. Right, so let's just get the heading over here a bit. Oh, I can use this, can't I? There we go. So here's our rainbow bridge. It's not actually painted in rainbow colours. It is, I think it's got like solar lighting on it, and it stores it up over the day, and it's all lit up beautifully at night. The rainbow bridge of Tokyo. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. What a view. Alright, where's Tokyo Tower? That's a bit over to the right, isn't it? So let's just keep going over there. Might need to climb up another couple hundred feet here, so as not to crash into any buildings. So that's 1,400 feet in here. Altitude pre-select. What do I want? I want speed hold, which is... can't see it. That one. View 1. Pull collective. Up it comes. Tokyo Tower, there it is. Over to our right. Painted orange and white. Yes, model on the Eiffel Tower, but substantially larger. There you go. Tokyo Tower. We cannot see the sky tree at all today in this really hazy condition. Interesting. Oh, you can almost see the sky tree over there. Super. All right. 112 knots. I'll just run my after takeoff list. Takeoff climb, landing area is out. Bleed area is on. I think it was saying that it was on, even though I thought it was off. It's on now. Bleed air flight director, heading VS. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah. Oh, I could change this to the other view. No, that one. And we could bring on the radar. And we'll need to come over to the left now to get down to our flight plan. So, Tokyo, very extensive departure out of this huge city. 37 million people in the greater Tokyo area. You think Ride of the Valkyries would be appropriate right about now. Look at that. That mysterious haze over Tokyo. And we'll take a little bit more of a left turn just to, I'm doing it visually on the thing here, so a bit more of a, which one? This one. Oh, I can see Mt Fuji. I can see Mt Fuji. Right on the horizon. Get the binoculars out. I love my chase plane binoculars. Mt Fuji! We are coming your way. Lamentably, with the live weather, there is no snow on Mt Fuji right now. So I thought, that seems weird at this time of year. I looked at the webcam. Sure enough, snow's about halfway down, but the live weather is just not showing the snow in MSFS 2024. Quite a pity. So I'm throwing out the navigation then, and I'm just going to head directly towards the enormous volcano on the horizon. How does that sound, people? Now, I didn't climb up there at all, and is that because I didn't pull more collective? So let's get up to about 2,000 feet. 2,000 is pre-selected. IAS is held. I'm pulling collective. We are now climbing. I just didn't pull enough collective. There we go. Flyby. Oh, look at that. So good. Nice formation. That is That is that is so great. So great. Thanks for coming, people. Really great to have you along today. Or if I stay in the external view for too long, the autopilot doesn't like it. Okay, 112. How much did we actually climb there? Oh, wrong button. 1040. I'm pulling collective again. IAS is held. I'm sure I'm doing this correct. Altitude holders on. Maybe I need that off. Pulling the collective. Now we're climbing. Yes, I think my problem there was I just hadn't taken the altitude hold off. And there we go. 2,000 feet here, but we'll need to get quite a bit higher. Here comes the Tama River. Tama. Oh, it looks quite nice. Look at all those pretty cherry blossoms down there. I wonder if it might be very slightly overdone, the quantity of cherry trees here. But it does look pretty. There we go. Look at them all. Oh, I love my chase plan binoculars. Tens of thousands of buildings. Amazing. What a simulator. Incredible. Mount Fuji, here we come. So, how are we going here? 140 knots. We're going to pick up speed once we get this climb happening. So we're going to be at about 6,000 feet to get over some of these mountain ranges. So let's actually get this set up now. I'm going to pre-select 4,000. So it's going to be a slow climb. Actually, is that the most efficient way of doing it? It'll be a bit slower, won't it? I'll expedite the climb just by pulling a bit more collective. I think the S76 is capable of doing this faster, but I'm just being gentle with it. I've only got 70% torque on at the moment. I don't think I played the takeoff tape. That's terrible. What a disaster. Didn't get to hear the next recorded announcement. Meow. So good. Okay. It's a good day in Tokyo when you can see Mount Fuji out on the western horizon, right? That's excellent. March. Are we still on March Madness? I think we are. So we're 29th of March. I'm just going to put the Pimax stuff up. Pimax are running a $80 off discount, so I've put a link there for you, the Let's Fly one. You can actually use the Let's Fly 80 discount as well. Might just have to type that in. Let's get the caps lock, right? Use Let's Fly. Also, I can't spell Let's Fly 80 for $80 discount, so just check it in the checkout. Make sure all the right codes have gone in, and that's in March. So you've still got a few days. If you're about to pull the trigger on a Pimax headset purchase, that's there for you now. If you use my codes, that does help out the channel, and I will be grateful to you. I will be grateful to you. I have spent a lot of money in the last couple of months on these lights and then getting a few other things sorted out in here. I've got grand plans for further expansion. So any support that you can send the way of the channel is just ends up getting folded back into the channel. So thank you for that, especially if you're considering a headset purchase. Okay, so it stayed on 2,000, so that is... Okay, all right. Let's pick up the speed. So we've got altitude hold on, take off the IAS. Let's get up to about 135, like I said. Nose goes down. And we'll be climbing then at about, maybe I'll make it 130, so we've got a bit of headroom to climb. I'm going to aim for 130 knots. And we'll pick it up again once we're up about 4,000 feet. Okay, there's 130. IAS, hold on, please. So now we pre-select the altitude, 4,000. Takeoff altitude, hold, pull the collective again, and now that extra power goes into climbing. 72% torque. I've still got a bit of room there. No, why do you not want to do that? Why am I pulling collective and nothing happening? So IAS hold. That behavior seems to have changed. With IAS held and me pulling more collective, I'll take off collective. Oh, because collective coupling's not on. What? Really? Mysterious. Now it's going down. I can't control my S76. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, that's not going to work. So get those back on, please. We're in at mode. That was uncomfortable for the passengers. We've got 140 knots on now. I've got 4,000 pre-selected. I do not have altitude hold on. That is not what I would have expected. So I will just do it manually. Using the trim. That's too much. So now we will hold that speed. We'll hold the S. We've got the pre-select armed, but now we've got the wrong value in. 4,000. I'll need to lower collective because we are getting into the red there. Alright, I finally got it moving, people. Oh, I should have beat to decrease the IAS. No, decrease? If I'm holding 130 and I'm not maxing out my torque, pulling the collective without the altitude being held should result in the helicopter climbing. Unless I'm doing something wrong. So there we go. We're finally climbing at 130 knots into the mountains. We are leaving Tokyo. So we've got the mountains that we pass through are the Tanzawa Mountains. Which help to split the country in half. We're going to have to climb more than... I'm actually going to put in 6,000. I'll put in 5,000 actually. I'll put in 5,000. You can set VS and set alt. It will keep IS and climb. Well, that's what I'm doing now. It just didn't quite behave as I expected with the IAS held, so that's a bit strange. Bit strange. Oh well. Oh, Hannah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's a bit strange. You know, they must have gone through this whole process of rebuilding or whatever, optimizing the sim so that it works in the PlayStation 5. And then the network's a different network. So they must have known that as they were developing it. So I don't know what their plan is. Now, this lake is pretty, so it looks like a reservoir. And the dam's at the other end, I believe. Look at that, isn't that nice? Strange effect on the landscape down there. No, it's Rob rejoining us. Excellent. Okay, 130 knots. We're just peaking out in the torque there, lowering the collective slightly. 4,000. We're gonna... No, we'll need to keep climbing. We'll need 6,000. So let's just keep going. I'll just get that to arm again. No, altitude. So we're still climbing, still climbing. Yes, we are. That's good. Get up to 6,000. Mullumboo, do I have to touch the pedals in my H145? Usually no. They're moving on their own in the input viewer. I guess that's the stabilization code at work, or the autopilot code. So you're just seeing that represented on the input viewer. I'm thinking that's probably what's happening there for you, Mullumboo. Oh, these mountains are great. Nice terrain resolution as well, hey? Nice resolution. Oh, look at Fuji looming over us like that. That's lovely. Flyby. Yeah, Tokyo. Yeah. Lost in the haze. Oh, that is so good. So good. Hello, 44 concurrent viewers. Great to have you along for our flight in Japan. Beautiful scenery. I'm climbing out to 6,000. I'm not going to hit that first mountain. That's good. We might actually be able to see Yamanaka, the lake. What have I done? This one. Or become... maybe not. There you go. There's some advice from Zibidoo for Mullumboo. Now, what did I say about the pitot heat? What did I say about the pitot heat? I said you're going to have to use some, and I don't have any on at all. That's bad piloting. We'll just have the windscreen on, I suppose. Not that it seems to be icing up, but... Also, if you could do a video on the H145 in the future, Mullumboo, thank you. Well, what can I say? I had such mixed feelings about it, you know, and I sort of started coming around to it again. But it's just such a pity that it's not being developed in the same way anymore because of the loss of that developer. It's such a pity. Doesn't mean I can't make a video about it. It just means that it's a bit sort of frozen in time, I feel. Oh, Rob's enjoying that valley. Yeah. Hey, Rob, you've identified a nice valley down there, haven't you? I guess that would be... Can't see a name on it here. That valley actually gets us into Lake Yamanaka. So I'm actually going to follow Rob on this occasion. So we're up at 6,000 feet now, on top of the world. Enjoyed the view. Oh, I didn't put those away. Oh, now I've put the pause. Okay, don't wreck it, Matthew. So everyone just overtook me there because I accidentally hit the pause button when I was trying to put the headphones away, the headsets away. Okay, that was a disaster. So I'm going to dive down into the valley. I'm not going to dive. I'm going to descend sensibly down into the valley. And this time, I'm going to take off the altitude hold, and I'm going to send the nose down and hold the IAS. And that's going to result in the altitude falling. Okay, so that's what I was doing wrong before. I just didn't have the... didn't have it in my brain to change the IAS with the hat switch to enact the climbing and the falling. I was instead trying to do it with the collective, which is what you do in the Heli SAS systems, not this one. So that's sorted out now. 134 knots, getting a little bit of buffeting around here, heading down into the valley with Rob. Just nosing down with that, and we'll just maybe I'll just look at Gotemba, the field elevation there, and we'll just check the weather again. Beautiful day out here, isn't it? Look at the weather. It's beautiful. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Just coming to the left very slightly. All with the hat switch. Very easy to fly the S76 once you know what you're doing. Gotemba. And there's Lake Yamanaka, where I have been, so this is exciting for me. It's not doing a very good job of holding the speed here. Collective coupling is on, so I just leave that alone. In we go, Lake Yamanaka, and then down to Gotemba. The field elevation at Gotemba is 2,200. Weather RJTR. Which one's that? Is that one of the Tokyo ones? Gentle breeze from the north still. I think we can land with the tailwind into Gotemba. Probably not a big issue there. I think that's fine. So we've got yeah. I guess we'll be taking that runway 20 with the wind behind us. Not a big deal in these conditions. Don't fly into the hill, Matthew, so let's just go left here. What a spectacular valley of Japan. Okay, DJ, I will slow down. So, oh, that'll come up at some point. That's why. Okay, so I'll try and get it down to 130. I'll just go down to 125 for now. That'll slow that down. Oh, I've done it again. I have done it again. It's not going to decrease the altitude. I'm having a bit of a brain issue with the with the S76 today. I'm doing my best. I have cycled around this lake. That is cool. So if I'm holding IAS and I'm lowering power, which I'm not doing, so I'll just take that coupling off because I'm just getting myself messed up here. That's not the best way of doing it. Beautiful reflection of... I might need to get a screenshot of that. Chase. Beautiful reflection. DJ's caught up. That's the relief. Beautiful reflection of Fuji in the in Lake Yamanaka there. Okay, now I'm absolutely plummeting. That's not good either. And I'm speeding up, so let's get that coupling back on because I'm doing a bad job. Whoa! With the S76 today. Sorry, passengers. I actually need to fly this properly, so we'll get everything into standby and we'll just fly it with apps mode for a while because I need to not fly into this hill. Attitude mode means that it's just going to take my suggestions on the hat switch here. A bit more power. Enjoy the view. Lake Yamanaka, Yamanaka-ko. Beautiful. And we come over the hill here and we'll be getting into Gotemba and we're going to enjoy Mount Fuji and we'll be going up there shortly. 10,000 feet to climb. God, it's a massive volcano. It really is. Helicopter 5432 has joined the chat. That is good news. So what you can do, people, and this goes for any of our 43 concurrent viewers, hello, you can join us at Romeo, Juliet, Golf, Oscar, RJGO, that is Gotemba. You can spawn in there and you can join the flight. And it would be great to have you. Super. So there we go. Now, can I actually see the airfield? Just get the attitude control going over that way now, please. Lost too much speed. Why are you climbing? I am really trying to go down here on the nose. Oof, wow, I am not doing a great job with this. We're just going to SAS and just clear that out for a while. Don't know quite well done there to put that in such a bad mood or to get such a poor result today. I'm happy to call it piloting issues. Shepherd's Fly, are you down there waiting for us? Whoops. So the runway here is nestled into the vegetation, so I need to do some very sudden bit of a rotor overspeed issue there. Maybe don't lose all of you collective all at once, Matthew. Don't have to gear down yet. Landing light comes on. Gear down, parking brake off. That sounds like a two-blade rotor slap. I thought I'd fixed that. Oh, now I've lost too much height. Hannah, you'll just have to wait and find out the answer to that question. Can you land a helicopter in the crater of Mount Fuji? I am in the S-76 and I'm not doing a great job flying it. I'm just going to have to freely admit. Why do I not have power there?
Right on the center line.
Okay. I don't need that advice either. It's not going to crash with the MH60 and just come over here. I feel like I've not switched something on in the S-76. Oh dear. Alright, let's just settle down over here. This is a good point to refuel. Take a short break. Not sure how to cancel that all.
That landing was butter.
No, it wasn't. And you can also shush because I didn't ask for you at all. I really thought I'd turn this off. Profile, yes. Do not need landing feedback. Thank you very much. That can be turned off. And also, could swear I've changed this already. So we're going to copy this profile from one of my other ones, my other four-bladed systems. Why am I moving forward? Because I've not put the parking brake on because I'm a negligent pilot. Tango, that'll do. Now the rotor dynamics will be on a 2 blades. What have I done? Oh, oh I'm having a grand old time. Alright, so 50 concurrent viewers, hello. Welcome along to watching me struggle with the S-76. I did make it onto the ground, I suppose. That could have been worse. We've idled our engines. We haven't cut them off. That was, at least, I'll take that. That's something. I've just come over to the side of the apron. I'm going to, before I forget to do it, put some fuel in it. I'm actually okay for fuel, but I just programmed this in as a fuel stop so that people have got that opportunity to do what they need to do. I have burnt 22% already. Load that into the aircraft. And we'll just set this outside and we will take a very short break, people. Mute. Thank you. Oh, I'm going so well today, aren't I? So we will proceed east from here. Thank you, Malambu. We'll proceed east from here, west. Oh my goodness me. We'll proceed west from here, and we'll keep the mountain on our right, and we'll do a kind of a spiraling climb up to the summit. Because I think it would be just a bit hard work just to go directly up. So, Sophia, you're going to take an old Yonkers 53. Okay. All right. First time for the helicopter stream. All right. Okay, so let's get this moving along here. What's the situation outside my helicopter right now? Can I... Oh, look at all these helicopters lined up. I'm just going to get out to the runway. I'll just need to get past Fredericks. So, Fredericks, if you don't mind moving forward a little bit, that'd be great. Or out of the way, generally speaking. Parking brake off. And just get these engines spooled up again. So those are on full there. Right, we... Okay. There's that message again. Just tends to happen when we're on the ground. Thanks, Fredericks. Okay, and onto the runway. I'll just navigate past. Oh, Whisper Dark's H160 is finally loaded in. That's better. Oh, I don't know what went wrong there. I actually have had a bit of a suspicion in the past that the model matching on the hype helicopters and possibly the H160 is a bit of a negative contributor to frame rate issues. But I don't know that for sure, so I don't know quite how to test it properly, but I find that I get a bit more of those slowdowns. I love that livery, Chappers Fly, I love that one. Few more issues when I have that helicopter as part of the fleet, as it were. I'm needing a lot of right pedal here. There must be some trim left over. I'll just try and reset that. No. Okay, I'm just going to roll forward. Rolling takeoff. Oh, that's not good. Rolling takeoff. Reset that. Dougal, I'm going to have to climb right over you there. Did I? Okay, that is... I feel like I'm just getting some slightly strange things happening with this S76 today. Maybe I should have reloaded my flight back there. Well, we're going fine now, so up that landing gear comes. The parking brake can just go on, so I don't forget it later. And the landing light can come off. That goes off. I'm just getting a warning there about being slow with the landing gear up. That's fine. Keep the mountain on our right. Motion dark. I could not find Gotemba in... Why is that like that? I could not find Gotemba in Navigraph, but it is in MSFS 2024. So I'm climbing, get that app mode on, get the VS hold on, maybe just get the heading over there so I can just figure out a couple of other things. Heading, please. Okay, I've asked for it to hold the VS and now it's leveled off. People, I'm actually going to have to restart my flight here at Gotemba, so I'll be... I'm actually, this S-76 is not behaving properly, so I'm just going to be right behind you. We'll just spawn right in there on the runway, set as departure, start flight. That is really quite annoying. So that goes off, parking brake off, landing gear down this time. I don't like my helicopter falling apart whilst I'm actually trying to fly, so let's just try that again. I'm right behind you, just keep on going up there. I might just slew in a bit once I've got it all stabilised again. Okay, now that seems to be performing a bit better. Does it think it's two different aircraft? Why am I getting the getting the two-bladed sound again? Oh dear, oh dear. Malibu, you're already up there. God, that's rapid. Well, now this seems to be behaving a bit better. Parking brake now goes on. Landing light, I think that's off. So I'm just going to slew in to try and catch up a bit. And slew in a bit more to catch up a bit more. Up you come. Sorry for this terrible cheat, but Jimbola, my hover mode kept disengaging. Is that in which machine are you in? Alright, that's enough of a cheat. Okay, I am climbing on 5,000 feet. Ritzkio's making rapid progress up the volcano there. I'm still anticipating we'll need to keep the peak on our right so that we can do the spiraling climb up. So, attitude mode. So I'm climbing very rapidly. All my power, I've got 93% torque on. I feel like I might finally have got this machine sorted out. By restarting it. Oh, your hover mode kept disengaging in the MH60. Haven't been doing a huge amount of flying with that machine. Probably time to give it another go. 62 knots. And climbing. Now, what's the secondary crater called? I've just forgotten. But this is the that big old crater on the sort of the southern flank of the volcano. Try and keep that level there. Look at the slope on this volcano, incredible. Has anyone ever driven up Fuji? It sounds like an absolute ordeal. You'd just be in that bus or whatever it is for so long, just like doing all those switchbacks on the way out. Oh. Okay, I'm reasonably... Go.
Good job for the Got Friends cross-cart drive up the mountain.
Whisper Dark, great tip. Yes. Yes. Hey, we're making very rapid progress here. This 9,700. I have climbed so fast. S76 power. This is finally starting to work out for me today. Flyby. So I propose to land in the little village on the crater wall, and then we'll go down into the crater. But we just need to get up there first, so I'm hands off at the moment, just letting the S-76 climb up. It's going quite nicely now. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Yamanaka, is it? Or one of the other lakes? Yeah, that's the Yamanaka. Yeah, beautiful. There's the summit. People are up there already. Well done. I'm at 11,500. Oh, the view up here is stupendous. What beautiful weather today, but what an absence of snow. That's a bit of a pity. Hope the volcano doesn't erupt while you're up there, Melanbu. Yes. Okay, almost up there myself. Start to nose down a bit with the hat switch there. Don't need to gain speed. Aussie Coffee Bean. Went up to the 5th station by bus last July. Had a wonderful lunch up there, Aussie Coffee Bean. That's nice. The 5th station, does that mean you didn't go all the way to the top? I'm sorry for my... that 2-blade sound is absolutely driving me crazy. Does that mean that you didn't get all the way to the top on that trip? Sorry for my ignorance. So, landing gear comes down. Parking brake definitely stays on here, because I don't know what's going to happen up here. Just having a little survey of the situation. So, here's a village. I'm going to join Mako there. That looks like a good spot. What's it like, Mako, where you are?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Some stuff. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Oh, how about this? Island in the sky. Mount Fuji. How extraordinary. All right. Just coaxing it down here. That wasn't much of a coax. That was
Nicely
actually...
flown to the ground.
What? How has that loaded that wrong profile again? I've got so much stuff not working properly today, I'll tell you. Binoculars, no. Mount Fuji. Wow. That is quite something. That is quite something. Look at this view over here. Oh, that's all the way back to Tokyo over there. Beautiful. That is just magical. What a great place to land. So it's probably maybe not very respectful to the people who do such a careful job looking after beautiful Mount Fuji. But that looks just terrific. Well, that's a long way down into that crater.
Yes, it is.
Okay, speaking of, well, I might just have to have a couple more cinematic views up here. I mean, that is just stupendous, the view down there. All right, so to the crater. It's got to happen. You know it's got to happen. In the flight simulator, come on. It's got to happen. Over there we go. So, just try and keep Whisper Dark in my crosshairs down there. Getting too fast. I mean, I grew up in Auckland, and you know, kids, whenever you go up a volcano, you've got to like run down into the crater. It's just mandatory. I cannot believe it has reverted to some other sound set. Just ease it over there. I can't quite see over to my left. Am I right? Whoops.
That hurt the gear.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, I don't mind because that looks so amazing. Oh, nice move, Space Cadet. Hello from the crater of Mount Fuji. That is quite something. This is not an everyday flight sim experience, but that is quite something. Oh, flown through another helicopter there. Wow. Nice flying, people. Good work. Occupying the crater floor with your excellent helicopters. That is terrific. All right, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a hover challenge here because obviously been having a bit of a rough time with the 76 today, so I'll just make it harder for myself now. See if I can hover over here. Oh, I've got to change that sound, seriously. I for sure made an S76 profile yesterday. Why am I losing power? What happened there? That is... Now it's climbing like a rocket. That was very strange. Another weird 76 phenomenon today. Well, okay, so much for my hover challenge. I was going to just do a beautiful hover over that little rock in the middle, but I'm just having just some odd phenomenon happening today with this 76.
I think the winds are rushing down one side and up the other side.
Okay, so we've just got a bit of an exaggerated updraft and downdraft. Thank you. That would make sense.
Yeah, I'm seeing 20 knots all of a sudden.
Yeah, well,
I'll say the same thing. I'm struggling with wind here.
well, either it just loaded in some new weather, and what would support that theory is there's just a lot more cloud outside now. So I just wonder if some new weather loaded in, and it's just, whoa. We're gonna crash!
Hard arrival there.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Facing into the wind.
Alright, so let me just check what I've got on my screen here. 19 knots from the west. Yes, 19 knots from the west. That's, that almost came from nowhere. Mac 2 Sleuthie, I've been tearing it up in the Got Friends go-kart in the crater. Wish I had that, actually. That would have been good. Alright, so let's just regroup here. Get everyone, navigate your issues down there in the crater, and we'll start heading up north, really. That's what we'll do. Don't know what my... well, okay, let's not blame the 76 for that. We got some sudden updrafts and downdrafts, which made things a bit hard. So I'm not going to blame the 76 for that, but I did have some issues before, which were resolved by restarting my flight. So give people a minute to get up here, and we shall get going north. Got a bit of territory to cover. I might actually just take off the last stop on the route actually at this rate, because we've been taking our sweet time here and enjoying the view. So, I'm airborne, and I'm going to be fixing FS Realistic Plus just as soon as we get ourselves going here. Wow. Wow, the view from these places. I wonder what these buildings are. That is really quite extraordinary. Gear goes up, parking brake goes off, or maybe I'll leave that on just in case. Don't know what I'm doing at the next stop yet. Super. Extraordinary Mount Fuji with no snow. Okay, so I don't need to climb anymore, do I? So let's just get this maybe sitting at about leveled off initially. We can hold that vertical speed there. Let's work out what our new altitude needs to be. Oh, that sound like VS. Why don't you work? Because none of these are on. Okay, that would help. Still no, because am I in SAS? I'm an at. Don't want to. Okay, now I'm over speeding it. Let's fix that. Oh, and I flamed out the engines too. Awesome. I'm having a grand old time. That has never happened to me in the 76 before. Yeah, thank you for that, Whisper Dark. I'm having a right old time today, but so I was grossly overspeeding it, flaming out the engines, using Control E to cheat and turn them back on. Oh, lordy lord, that was not great. So what is going to work? Let's find out. So vertical speed. Oh, yeah, okay, great. Now you're going to work. Okay, that's nice. So we'll head down at about 700 feet a minute. We think about 5,000 feet. So I'll just get that dialed in there as well on that window. 5,000 feet. Alt pre. Okay. Do you know what? Can I just make that 6,000? Because I'm just nervous. So I've done so many things wrong today. So 6,000. Speed. Get that on now. IAS, and then control it with this. So I get back up to 100 knots. So VS came off during the course of that. So we'll make that not 2,000 feet a minute. So 800 feet there. 100 knots on here. Okay, I think I've 105. Goodness me, that was not the tightest manoeuvre, and I'm also not heading in the right direction, so let's just come over to the left a little bit with the heading hold maybe, so I can control it with that. So I've got 7,100 on. We're just going to clear these ones. These hills. In fact, Whisper, I'm a little bit nervous about this, so I'm going to slow down that descent rate even more, 200 feet a minute. Is anyone with me? Oh, look, we've sort of reformed the gang here a little bit. That was a bit of a mess up top. Sorry about all that. And I do not know what is happening with FS Realistic today, but it is not loading the correct profile. So I'll try this one more time. Copy from profile. I'm sure I had this all set up on the Sierra. So let's apply that. Apply effects. Cabin ambience should be airline. Controlling. I'm fine with that for now. Landing feedback is off, that's correct. Rotor dynamics. There should be 4 blades. Yes, they are. That looks like a better one now. So, profile, share to cloud. I'll redo this later. Share to cloud. Matthew, let's fly. Yay, yes. I'll just call it S76. Share that. And hopefully that will stop driving me crazy as well. So that's good. We're making progress, people. Getting ourselves back on track. So here's our valley. Which itself might just have a view of Fuji over these hills. Let's start to pick up the speed now. So I do that on here. I'll get that up to 120 for now. We'll start getting this left turn a bit more to stay in the valley. Tiger Moth, I did attempt to join today, but I had downgraded to Win 11 earlier in the day. What are you on? Windows 12? Which, yes, didn't work. There we go. Into the valley. So, I did have in mind to... Might just have to have a bit of a rethink of the flight plan here. $120 knots, 6,500 feet. I think that's all fine for now. I can start to pick up the speed a little bit more, get up to 125 now. Maybe 130 even. 130. Rate of... So I think Tiger Moth's calling that a downgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. I haven't used Windows 10 for years, I don't even know. Actually, that's a lie. My little tablet's got Windows 10 on it still. Okay, 130 and heading for 6,000 feet. So yes, we didn't have any eruption on Fuji today. I think it's been about 300 years since Fuji last erupted. So we're quite safe today. And so we've got the Fuji River down below us there. This is the Fuji River Valley. It's I think quite a fast flowing river. And all the rivers get a little bit confusing a bit further up. Because I think there's a confluence of a lot of different rivers in there. 130 knots, that's good. So we're sort of making progress again. What should we do here? Shall we do this detour into the mountains, or shall we just try and press on? And we're going to have a look at that dam and get on to our initial planned arrival at Toyama. Well, we're getting up into the mountains again anyway. I think the Hida Mountains, where the Kurobe Dam is. They're about 10,000 feet, so we're going to be climbing up again. I think it might just be best just to... I was going to take a little detour into these mountains on the right. I'm going to try and just press on, and we'll just get directly up to Matsumoto as our next flyover, in case anyone wants to join us. If you want to join us at Matsumoto, you can do so. And you can still catch the climb up into the mountains and have a look at the dam. Oh, of course, Archie, you're doing well on that H125, keeping up. JB Vox 2, DJ BMS. Oh, you're very reliable in your formation flying. There you are in your Bell 222 today. Nicely done. Chris Loire, one of our S76 fans. Hope you're all going well over there today. Better than I have. I had a few dramas, didn't I? Things not quite working right. Fuji, where we were. How excellent. How excellent. Okay, so... do I try and push it up to 135, or am I going to start losing people? So much more sensible winds down here again. So 4 knots from the west. Yeah, that was quite alarming up on the crater, wasn't it? Okay, we're making pretty good ground now. That's better. Ah, so Jace, you're in thick cloud. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It does get quite confusing, doesn't it? Like, who gets what weather? And Jace, was it you who was saying last week that it was all fine for you in Cairns, and I was absolutely pea-souped in with rain?
Yeah, that's right. I'm on live weather as well. I've got times anyway.
Well,
Very scattered for me.
yeah, scattered for me as well. That's right. So it's looking pretty benign for me at the moment. Can't explain why people get such different representations of weather. $130 knots, 6,000 feet. They're looking pretty good down here. Everyone's keeping up there, I think. So it was Jace who was one of the people who wanted to fly in Japan and Fuji. So thank you for the idea, Jace. And it was someone else. I've just got to quickly get back into Discord to give them a proper credit as well. Oh, Tangles actually was one of our channel friends, and also the designer of the Rotorland scenery, where we'll be doing our next edition of the Cabaret Games. I didn't do it today because it's a bit of a strong wind through the Bass Strait today, so we'll maybe save that for another time. Hopefully next week, soon. And Ren Knight, an early supporter of the channel, who I'm not quite sure if we've got on Discord or not, but hello Ren Knight, Tangles and Jace, for your ideas to fly in Japan. Fabulous place to fly. Beautiful scenery, nice terrain resolution as well. What are we going to do here? Do I cut it short at Matsumoto, or do we just try and press on? It's just a bit of a cruise up here, up this long valley. Tiger Moth, what add-on are you using for your nameplates? I'm not using any add-on for that, so by default that's Alt 2, is it? Alt 2? Yeah, it just turns those on and off. I'm sure Matthew keeps giving me the side eye. What? Oh, look at that contrail up high there. SFJ41. That's nice. Beautiful view. Jimbola, Rotorland for Xbox, no. Because it's you'll need to install it with flightsim.to. Sorry about that. So Rotorland isn't going to work very well. I mean, you could come, but then you won't have all the scenery objects to land on and stuff, will you? So that's a bit of a pity. I agree. You need to practice. Well, if we can get Tangles registered as a marketplace provider, then we can get it onto marketplace. It's just that process seems to be very, very difficult indeed, and people wait 18 months or 2 years or something to get onto the marketplace, and they're never quite sure what the criteria are. Hopefully I'm not out of date with that information, but I've heard it's a real struggle to get onto the MSFS marketplace, because if you could, then Rotorland, you could have that for the Xbox as well, but you would have to pay the minimum cost, which I think is like $5 or something. So you can't put free stuff on the marketplace. Right, so Matsumoto is the next airport. It'll just be an overflight. We'll try and get up into the mountains. We'll have a real quick flyby of the dam up in the Hide Mountains. That dam is the Kurobe Dam, Japan's tallest dam. So I suppose we're halfway along now from Mount Fuji. Sorry for this long and straight cruise, but as I said, I did have in mind to go up into these hills here as well, but I just think we've maybe used a bit too much time, so I'll just try and keep things reasonably compact temporarily. Hello, 45 concurrent viewers. Enjoy this flyby shot. Yes! That is so good. All these big helicopters. That is so great. So great. Oh, I should fly the Chinook one day. That'd be fun. Haven't done that for a while. I don't think I've ever done it on the stream. Do we fly the whole flight plan? It's still a long way. Yes, it is still a long way. I propose we go and have a look at this dam and then get down to Toyama. Because we're cruising along at reasonable speed now. We don't have a tailwind nose. Well, while we cruise up the valley here, people can tell me I could try and do a couple more knots. I'll just get up to about 133. Hopefully I don't leave the H125s behind. You can let me know if it's too fast. So I've just asked for 133 in the 76. Where's DJ? My reliable... Yeah, there we go. Doing a formation down there with N1 clock. Very nice. Be a bit easier doing the formation flying today when I finally got the autopilot working properly. Self-crested cockatoo outside. I had a rufous fantail outside this morning. which is an excellent bird for Melbourne. It was around yesterday as well, still hanging around. Mullumboo, you're at 110 max. Oh dear. You might need to use a bit of slew to cheat to bring yourself forward again. Still no news on the Miltech and Project Stratosphere, or is it now Strataware BO105? Not sure if they're in beta yet or not, but I haven't heard anything, so it seems to be taking a little bit longer. They always do these things, don't they? So, I mean, they were talking about putting, you know, basic weapons or rockets or something on some of them, maybe cosmetic or maybe with some basic functionality. Trying to find out about what this lake is in front of us here. Looks very much like a reservoir.
I see a dam far, but
A dam on the far left. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
drops out.
Why don't we do that? We can do a little bit of a river run. Mullumboo, looking forward to a good twin engine add-on. Yeah, well, you got the 76 potentially. Lake Suwa is not a dam. A natural tectonic lake formed in a structural basin. It's famous for hot springs, fireworks, festivals, and some shrines as well. Heavily managed. Huh, how about that? Okay, let's go and, yeah, we'll drop down a bit and enjoy the scenery. We'll be climbing up again to get into the mountains at the far end there. But I might ask for it to do... that's the wrong knob. Oh, it's just updating slowly is the problem there, I think. There it is, that's better. I'll ask for 3,000. I will ask for VS. I will pop down about 800 feet a minute. I've still got the IAS on. Hold on. So that'll get us falling down there. But Mullumboo, yes, in terms of a good twin engine add-on, the BO105 will be, I would think, of high quality. Yeah, this lake is like remarkably square for a natural lake, isn't it? Quite interesting. Heavily managed though for all its natural spring water. And the other twin, I suppose, would be that MI2 that's on the way. That one's gone a bit quiet as well recently. I thought they were at beta, but or very close to it, but that seems to have gone a bit quiet. As developers joke, we've got our first 90% done, which just leaves the second 90%. The yes, twice as long as what you'd hope for sure. 2024 native, no, I believe both those machines Oh, hang on a minute. Let's get this correct. The Miltech Strataware BO105 is actually 2 add-ons. It's a 2020 native one and a 2024 native one. I imagine quite frustrating for the developers having to sort of maybe feel stuck and having to do 2. Do you know what? I'm going to stop this descent at 4,000 because I can see that saddle there is approaching. Let's come over here and get a few degrees over to the left. Ah, yes, the Taugshanger Dauphin. I think that was Mako, dead right. That will be, I mean, that's the one that that's where all the hype is at the moment, you got to say, to be fair. Bit of hype around the BO105 as well, which is good. Hello, Crawdad. Nice to see you. Oh, look at all these helicopters. Look at that view. Still see Fuji just poking its head through the clouds here on the horizon. Get through this pass here. Why am I still descending? Because of that classic 76 mistake of not arming the Alt Pre. So let's climb up now. Am I climbing up or down there? I don't want to hit the land, Matthew, so just go. There we go. Get that moving there, please. Back up to 4,000. Okay, it looks like I'm not going to fly into the hill. Now, these red and white power pylons implies that an airport is nearby, and that airport is in fact Matsumoto. So if anyone's joining, oh, Binky was asking where are we? Sorry, Binky. We're in the middle of Japan, in the middle of Honshu. So we've got Mt Fuji behind us, and we've got these beautiful mountains in front of us as well. Japan's such a mountainous country. Like 73% or something of the country is mountain, alpine. So one of the most mountainous countries on earth. And there's your evidence right in front of you. So we're going up into those mountains shortly. You have a bit of fun flying along that river if you like. We're turning a little bit north now. I won't go directly over the airport, Matsumoto. We'll just keep along the river will be probably the smartest thing to do. Now I get a bit confused about which river's which here, because there seem to be quite a few different rivers going on. So just come to the right now. Yeah, 4,000 feet. These towns look quite high up, don't they? So I imagine these get pretty cold in winter. It's 5 degrees up where we are now. 6 degrees. Got that pitot heat on. Oh dear. And all of that, all those problems that I had, I messed this up a bit, so I'll get that fuel loaded again. I'm just going to cheat and do that there. That weight can just stay there, that's fine. The seats, is there actually anyone back there? Yeah, we've got the Josh Cowan lookalike. Enjoying the view, good on you. As we follow the river north. Oh, we'll have to do a silly landing at the dam, won't we? Otherwise we've done all this long run through here for nothing. I did have in mind to try and land on one of the mountain peaks, but I had to sort of cut that for time. As usual, well, not as usual, but I've just slightly sold us short on time, just because we're having fun down south. Thanks, Motion Duck. Great to have you along. Catch you next time. Just following the river. So this is the town of Matsumoto down below. Nice clear weather for me. What are your clouds like now, Jace?
Yep, all clear now.
All clear. Don't understand why we had such radically different weather. It does not make sense to me.
How long have you got to go, Matthew?
Well, I'm just gonna put a bit of a rough guess and say half an hour. Might be sort of 40, depending on if we want to sort of do a silly landing at the dam. Crawdad and Cube Store look like they might be in 777s for some people. Let me have a look at MH60s, I would speculate. Crawdad and Cube Store, what are you in? Let me have a look. Yeah, I see you down there. Looks like Cube Store's in an H130, the Cowan H130. Very good formation flying here. Oh, that blade coning is just a bit weird on the Miltech MH60, isn't it? It still like points down when it's in flight like this. S76 is doing okay though. Yes, I think, Mako, that might be because of it's a 2020 native model. Although, did he do some enhancements for it to work better in 2024? I'm a little bit uncertain about that.
The other car and stuff seems to work
Oh, the rotor animations?
now. Yeah, the 222 is working.
All right, well, I mean, he has been doing updates, so I know he's been working on it.
Thank God the trim works now.
That was a troubling situation, wasn't it, with all of that stuff being a bit frustrating to use.
Just noticing the 130 doesn't have rotor animations either.
Yes, well, there we go. I think I might have I've just been trying to just adjust your levels there as well. I think I've got that right now. Sorry, stream, if the chatters were a bit low in level. Oh, yes, Atom Toast has just identified that as well. Sorry about that. People do come through at different levels to me, but hopefully that's a bit better now.
Has anybody seen the sound package for the Bell 206?
The Bell 206 sound package. I reviewed a Bell 407 sound package. I haven't seen a 206 sound pack.
Yeah, I saw it today on the unofficial marketplace website.
Interesting. Who was the author? Do you remember?
I forget.
Interesting. Alright, so here's my revised plan. So we're getting pretty close, or closer. I mean, those are the mountains we're flying up to there up on the left. So we'll need to find a valley kind of to follow up. And the main river here, as it turns left, would seem to be the obvious candidate there. So we're going to be climbing quite fast. Quite high, quite rapidly, I should say. And what I'm going to try and do is see if we can identify a peak. It might be one of the ones directly in front of us. where we can land and overlook the dam. I think that peak might be Narusawa or Akazawa, maybe? I don't know what they're like for landings, because I'm making this up as I'm going along. So we will find out. There we go. Look at you all. Well done. Well done. So the art here will be just choosing a knot. We'll be turning left, we'll be gaining height, and then when we see the other reservoir here, so this is the dam here that I'm circling, and I'm thinking to maybe see if we can perch on one of these hills up here and look down. So we'll follow this river up here, we'll be gaining a lot of height, then we'll turn right, or maybe see if we can follow this through here, and then climb up above it. So a bit of a kind of an S-turn. I think that will do it. I think that will work. Yeah, I realise the problem now with the volume is that it was only changing the volume for my personal mix and not the input. So anyway, I'll sort that out later. Find something new every week. Yeah, so these mountains up here, the EDARR Mountains, these are some of Japan's steepest, most dramatic alpine terrain coming up. And the dam we're going to look at, well, I'll save that for when we get up there, but a real engineering feat. So, stand by to follow this river up. 132 knots on here. Beautiful views. Oh yeah. Good tight formation flying. Good work, people. It's just different from Europe, isn't it? All the scenery. It's, I mean, the towns, they use different, what do they call them, archetype buildings. So it just gives a sense of not being just the same cookie cutter stuff that you might get in Europe, which helps make the sensation a bit more unique in each place. So here's our river we're following over the left. I propose might be time to start a gentle climb. So what am I going to do? I might put in 10,000. No, that's giving it a set. I'll put in 9,000 because we'll probably be manual by then. I'll put in 9,000 into the window, Alpre, which is what I forgot last time. VS on, and we'll start climbing up about 800 feet a minute. That's getting to the top of my torque limit. Follow to the left, please.
There's a dam way below us right there. You've got another one in mind?
Yeah, there's another one up in the mountains. Another spectacular dam up in the mountains. Oh, that dam. Hey, that's modelled as well, isn't it? Okay. Oh, let's go and have a look. So yes, there's there's the huge ones up in the mountains. So Bunkfoss has found a dam, and Whisper just called it out. Thank you. There it is. Nicely modelled too. This no doubt was in one of those world updates they did for Japan. Oh, that looks lovely. And maybe just go to the left up here. Awesome, nice. Okay, I've got 95% torque on. I'm at 5,100 feet now, maintaining 132 knots. I'll just keep the speed back a little bit. No, that's the wrong switch. I'll take the speed down to about 122. I think that'll just help some of the slower helicopters, or less powerful, I should say. This terrain level of detail is a bit annoying. I had to lower it because of all those issues I was having. Another dam coming up.
Also not the one we're looking for.
Also not the dam we're looking for. We've got all the dams today.
The sound package for the Jet Ranger was updated on the 26th of March and is by DHM.
Okay, thank you for that, Jace. Yeah, don't know. I haven't heard of that one at all. So, and so what machines would you use that with? Would you use that with the Cowan 206 or another one?
I'm just reading the notes. It is for the Cowan Sim
Uh-huh.
Jet Ranger.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, people have been busy, haven't they? So, what we need to do is, let me just have a look at this. Yes. Hopefully I'm not leaving people behind. I'll just again take back a couple of degrees of speed. So down to about 115 maybe. And we'll probably do a right turn to get through the saddle coming up here. Oh, the scenery's nice, isn't it? And what do you know? Another dam. So with this steep descent here, obviously there's a lot of potential here with hydroelectric. That one's a real shallow face on it, that one.
We're going over the peaks in front of us.
Yes, we sure are. So this is correct. So try and just tuck in here. Oops, wrong. 110. So we'll turn right to get in there. Just need to manually intervene here. SAS. Didn't leave a lot of room for that, did I? A little bit dramatic. Probably should have climbed a bit faster sooner, but we get to enjoy all the scenery. Oh, that was good. Beautiful pass. Yes. Yeah, so we're coming up to the Kurobe Dam and lake now. So it'll be off to our right. There's a bit of head tracking here, so I can see a bit better navigation. How we bit of a dramatic passage there. There we go. There we go. There we go. The Kurobe Dam. And I'm going too fast again, so I'll just fix that. Sorry, a bit of a dramatic maneuver there. Sorry about that, people. Just enjoying the scenery too much. Mach 2. That's dead right. Those are really beautifully detailed dams. This is the biggest one. Now, what looks like a good spot to view it from, though? Maybe we'll overfly and then sort of come back in. Do a 180. So this Kurobe Dam, I gather, took the labour of 10 million people at one time or another to build this thing. This dam is immense, and the value obviously of it was very high. Kurobe, look at it. That is a machine. Should we just go land on the damn wall?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Bit of enthusiasm in the chat for that. Because it looked pretty substantial. So I'll start this orbiting kind of turn now. It's a 180, really. Oh, the scenery is lovely up here. So beautiful. Alpine. SAS. Landing gears up. Parking brake is on. I will need that. Oh, that looks good. Well, how do you people dive down there so fast? How did you do that? I've got my collective on the floor and I'm hardly descending. So I think I've ended up in another slightly weird S76 place here. We'll just turn all of this off.
You have the built-in VRS protection?
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. I've still got 80 knots on. My collective is on the floor. That's very strange. I think there's some remnant of the autopilot is still in, even though that's all off and down. I've turned it all off. I've had a couple of little bugs today, haven't I? I'm doing my best. Alright, now it's going down. Did I just end up in some crazy updraft or something? Alright, now can I do it? No, the helicopter does not want to go below 5,800 feet. That is very strange. What if I just throw it around like an absolute crazy person? Gear down, that'll help. Very strange behaviour in this helicopter today. So now it's working properly. Now it wants to go down. Oh, Binky, you've brought the Chinook. Excellent. Love it. No, it's now going up again. How's everyone else going with updrafts and downdrafts?
No problem for me. I got down easily.
Yeah, well, mine is... I'm actually struggling to descend to this helicopter. Wow, look at the immense scale of this construction. That is one hefty looking dam. I swear I cannot actually descend it. It's well, I can. It's just an absolutely torturous process. All right, are we finally in a position to get this onto the ground? Wow. Wow! Kurobe Dam. Oops. Mushy turnip. Oh, you showed up in a llama. I love that. We're in nice alpine territory for you to enjoy that. Haven't quite left myself enough space down there. try to avoid Speedy Pro and Crawdad. I cannot see behind me. There's the VRS. That's just silly. Oh my god. Is there ground effect here or not? I can't tell. Okay, my helicopter's still moving. So, I don't know. That's just not great. Come on. That's not working properly. So, that's very frustrating. So, I will just slow it. I can't even see the helicopter right now. Alright, well, rather than me to struggle with why this isn't working properly, I'll just do it. I'll just fall to the ground spectacularly. Wow, what a frustrating situation. I can't even see my helicopter right now. I'm probably inside the earth, and nothing is working properly. Super. So business as usual then. So I am going to attempt to fly it still. I'm convinced there is still some autopilot on, even though it's all been disabled. Let's proceed to Toyama. I know. Honestly, Malibu, it's not been the best experience today with this situation, so I'm sorry about that. Here's a valley that we could climb along. Yeah, Matthew, that nice guy, finally lost it with the S76. I don't know. Get all this turned back on.
I'm going to bid you all good night. I've been awake for 18 hours, so I need to get some sleep.
Oh, Jace, you are so excellent. Thanks for sticking with us for this time, and hope you enjoyed the destination there, more than I did anyway, because with all my problems, and I look forward to catching you next time.
I'll be there. Have a good flight all. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right, so Toyama. I don't know if anyone's behind me. That was just such a mess back there.
I was going to say, if you want to console yourself, there's some magazines, snacks, drinks at that little shop at the end of the dam there, so...
Thank you for your concern for my my need for consolation. Well, look, at least this vegetation up here is spectacularly beautiful. We've finally got snow, which Fuji lacked, which was wrong. So, at least this is working. Oh boy. Toyama. And have I picked the right valley here? I have not, so I need to do a left-hand turn here. I'll be amazed if anyone's managed to keep up with me. How about putting those gear away? Bit of a close encounter there with the Alpine peaks. Toyama is the... Oh, that view! This is beautiful in here. Reasonably high resolution mountains. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, yes. Here we go. This looks good. So let me get all this sorted out. Let's get that heading held there. Let's not overspeed it, Matthew. Oh, but it's going to be difficult with my aircraft not behaving properly. So if we could just hold that altitude initially. I said that altitude initially. Oh, okay, forget that then. VS, and let's just, okay, minus 300 is good. Let's get that heading over here a bit. You can tell I wanted to go somewhere else because I'm leaning to the left. Okay. Alright, I possibly maybe have almost resumed control over this. Far out. That was hard work. Okay, so VS, we're descending. I do not have an altitude in at the moment, so let's start to analyze this approach. Toyama. So we've got a north-south runway. And the weather down there is calm. 7 degrees. So that's good. I guess probably we'll maybe do a right base and land from south to north. Just follow the river in. Or it might come, because I've gone a little bit further north than I anticipated, maybe we'll do a left base instead. So let's start to get this descent happening a bit faster. VS. Okay, VS. Minus 800, 900, 1000. IAS, we will make that 120. And we'll see if my helicopter has mysteriously started to behave itself. This cloud is inconvenient, but I can kind of see through it. Well, that's one of the two rivers that we are going to be crossing, or one of them we follow along actually. So unsurprising with that, you know, incredibly dramatic alpine scenery we've just passed through there, that there would be all these large rivers down here. So Toyama, this is on a coastal plain here, going out to the sea down there. I gather the ocean's very deep out there, so it's sort of this alpine situation kind of extends. And so if you were just to follow the surface, you'd be going very deep down there indeed. So 122 knots, and I'm at 5,000 feet now. People have managed to fire me again. Gosh, thank you for your patience today with a bit of mucking around there with the helicopter. Appreciate that. Oh, Malibu, do you work as a graphic designer? I'm a designer myself, Malibu says, and I find your videos and overall content really professional. Oh, that is so kind of you. Thank you for that lovely comment. I am not a graphic designer. I would like to think that I've worked in media for a long time, so I would like to think that I've got some small visual communication skills along with my audio and video communication skills.
You've got a good radio voice.
Good radio voice. Thank you. Some people say I belong on this is a joke for Australians, but I think everyone will have their equivalent of this in their own countries. But they think I should work for Smooth FM.
We have a Smooth FM in UK, so...
Of course you have a Smooth. There's a Smooth FM everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
So if the helicopter streaming doesn't work out, I'll...
Yeah, you got a job waiting for you.
Go back onto the airwaves. Yeah, I got a creative side, that's right. So... I also made that theme. I haven't got round to making my own music to go on the start of the live streams. That's just some YouTube music. But the music I use in the long form videos at the top and tail, that's I made that, so I've got a bit of music kind of skill there as well. It's not that great really these days. I used to be a lot better practiced.
Nice.
Okay, a few degrees to the right, and that'll get us in nicely for a right base approach. And so I think I'll stop this descent at 1,000 feet. So I can't really see it there. It doesn't update properly. So there we go. 1,000 feet out pre. VS is 1,000 feet a minute at the moment. So I can probably slow that down a little bit. Oh, is this an ILS? No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, you like the slow fade in on the outro music? Adam Toast, that's when people always tune out. When people know that the video is finishing, they just stop it. Go to the next thing. So if you've stuck all the way to the end, Adam, I'm very grateful to you. Thank you. Wow, how about these bridges on this river? It's pretty big, eh? Not handcraft. You can always tell the handcrafted stuff because you can see the objects in here as well. I can hear an H-130 outside. I propose that it's very likely to be Whiskey Victor Victor, a 130 that flies around Melbourne pretty much every day, and a livery that is represented in the Cowan Simulations H-130 pack.
One I saw in the flesh.
Oh yes, yes. So you did. So you did. Yeah, you sent me a photo of that one. I was very glad to see that. Pity you didn't get to go for a ride on it.
I would love to.
Oh well, it means you just got to come back to Melbourne one day. Or there's heaps of other places in the world where you can enjoy a lovely H-130 flight, let's be honest.
Yeah, not with quite such a blue sky behind it.
Oh yeah, you had some good weather. Alright, so this next river is our cue to turn left. I'm at 1,000 feet, 120 knots. I might just start to bring that in a bit. I might get down to about 110 on there. Oh, I hope this is going to work. It was not working properly before. That helicopter just would not slow down. I couldn't even land at the dam. Very frustrating. Oh, Adam, yeah, thanks for saying that. Yeah, not the way you consume the content. It's interesting, isn't it? Everyone's different. Everyone's different. I think YouTube, you know, it does encourage that kind of... ooh, whoops. I thought I was just matching the collective. Evidently, I took it a bit too far. So there's the airport down there. All the apron and stuff is over on the left, so that's where we will be exiting. Toyama and the ocean again out to our right there. How beautiful. So, can I get these wheels down here yet? Down. Okay, there's the runway. Might just get myself into SAS mode now and just do the rest of the approach by hand. Left down the river. Is this going to work? Please give me collective control. 95 knots. .92. Okay, that looks nice and stable. Oh, if this had an ILS, I'd be tempted to shoot an ILS approach, but not on a stream. Slows everyone down too much. Gone a little bit longer today than what I anticipated. That's why I selected the fast helicopters. So next time maybe we'll be a little bit more modest in scope, so we can enjoy the manual or slower helicopters again, and maybe cover less distance. In fact, for sure, cover less distance. Don't know where next time will be. If the weather's nice in Tasmania, we will do the Cabaret Games at... Oh, I've got way too fast. Nose up, collective down. I think I'm all very likely to... Yeah, collective's on the floor again. Area 51, great to have you along. It was great to be able to have you when we flew in Puerto Rico as well. Thank you for your idea. Yeah, so this is just not working. So I've got the collective on the floor and... No, I don't. Is there some problem with my mapping here? Wow, I have had all the problems today. What a drama. So I'm using all of the runway because of whatever this issue is, and I don't understand it at all. Alright, I'm just going to look at the other helicopters. Oh, Murray JC's done a very nice parking job over there, haven't you? Very nice. I'll try and get in one of these squares at the other end. Oh, with the mountains there. What a beautiful... That was lovely scenery. It's just that I was really discombobulated with this helicopter not flying as I thought it was going to fly. Not great. Okay. I'm glad that little vehicle down there has got its own parking spot. There's DJ with your excellent flying as always. Now, do I have enough visibility here to set this down properly? No, because now I'm going backwards. And now, has it frozen? Has it frozen? Has it frozen? Yep. Wow. That is what we call a crash to desktop. I have been cursed today. I have not had a great time with technology. The S76 had a few strange moments, and now my entire simulator has crashed. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. I'll take a couple of questions just with me silent here with nothing else happening in the background. It's a bit sad. I'll end the stream a little bit earlier than what I thought. Because usually I get to have a bit of a chat and shut down the machine, but my simulator has crashed to desktop. Not ideal. So I'll look for any last comments up in the on the YouTube chat. There must be gnomes messing with my setup or something. Yeah, those gnomes are going to get a stern talking to later on. Oh, I'm cursed. I'm cursed. I'm cursed. That was the most technologically challenging flight I've had for a long time. So I have no explanation. So sorry about that. Those damn gnomes. So, people, it's been a great pleasure having you along for our spectacular journey through Japan, which has ended with a black screen backdrop for me. So that's very disappointing. But I look forward to your suggestions for where we might fly next time. The place to do that is on the Discord server. So there is the link to it right now. And you can come along there. You can give me your ideas for future places to fly. Always love to hear your ideas, as this one was of Jace and Tangles and Ren Knight, who I haven't seen on online for a while, but I hope you're around, Ren, and hope you can come and join us again soon. So people, thanks so much for participating today. It was really great to see again, as it always is, so many helicopters joining in that beautiful scenery, which I had to sort of change a bit as we went, as usual. But I think really worth it. And I really enjoyed being in those Hida Mountains with that all those spectacular dams. Beautiful modelling there as part of whatever world update that was for Japan, where they brought all of that in. So terrific stuff. Thank you, people. Look forward to catching you again another time soon. I will catch you later.